right, so we're going to get started. So welcome, everyone. We are super excited to tell you all about SURE. So my name is Leah Hausman. I am the Programs Officer with the Research Acceleration and Strategic Initiatives Office here at USask. Very recently, I was the Student Assistant to the Undergraduate Research Initiative. And I also participated in SURE when I was an undergraduate student. So I'd also like to introduce you to Ren.
Hi, my name is Ren. I've been with Research Acceleration and Strategic Initiatives for almost 6 years now. I work as the administrative coordinator between operations and engagement. And I'm super excited to say that we have Christine as well. Christine is the UGR Summer Student Assistant, and she's going to be a wonderful asset to the team. And we're really excited to have her here today with us.
It's Christine's first day, so we're giving her a bit of a trial by fire, but so please be nice to her. So usually we have an undergraduate research coordinator that will be here talking with you all today. But our office is in the interim process of hiring a new coordinator. So in the interim, one member of our team will be handling the SURE program. Until then, hopefully we'll have a new coordinator soon. But in the interim, it will be me or Ren or Christine. So I would like to start by acknowledging that we are gathered here on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. We pay respect to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place, and we affirm our relationship with one another. So you all likely here because you are undergraduate students working in various labs or other research spaces over the summer. The SURE program, so SURE stands for Student Undergraduate Research Experience, was initially developed to support students working in research positions over the summer, but it's since developed to support undergraduate researchers all year round. So what is SURE? SURE is a co-curricular record program for USask undergraduate students in any discipline who are conducting course-based and faculty-led research projects, co-op internships, or who are interested in doing research in the future. We facilitate research opportunities, training, events. We offer co-curricular credit. SURE helps undergraduate students make important connections, build professional relationships, and allow students to share their research in the annual SURE Summer Symposium. When you earn your co-curricular credit, you'll be able to list the training you completed on your resumes and CVs. The CCR record system is a separate system to the official transcript system now, but it allows you to print your record, or you can provide a code to an employer if they wish to verify your CCR. I've honestly never had an employer wish to actually see a copy of my CCR, but it's there if an employer ever wanted to verify that what you have on your resume is correct. So SURE focuses on providing training and centralized research skill development opportunities to complement what you learn in your courses and from your faculty-led research opportunities. SURE doesn't train you on the process and procedures of your specific labs. Your supervisors will teach you all that you need to know to work in their lab, but SURE complements what you learn and provides training and opportunities to develop and practice research skills that fall under the umbrella of things that every researcher needs to know. SURE centralizes what can be centralized. So things like how to do a good literature research, how to write up that literature review, how to manage your research data, how to present your work and yourself, how to create a research poster or presentation, or how to obtain a research job. SURE also works with different departments and individuals on campus to provide more niched events. In the past, we've done things like using Zotero to manage references, how to use SPSS or in vivo, survey design, community-led research methodologies like ARCHIS, etc. We're always looking to offer new training opportunities. So if there's something that you want to see that we don't offer, please let us know and we will look into it and see if that's something that we can do. Students conducting course-based research have also utilized the training and skill development provided by SURE. So students doing things like honor CCs or capstone projects, students taking part in an experiential learning course like a FIRE First Year Research Experience course. So our students working as research assistants in the fall and the winter. And when I was an undergraduate student and I was doing an honors thesis, I utilized the training provided by SURE, and I found it immensely helpful. SURE helped a lot when it came time to present my work. There were data visualization workshops, 3-minute pitch workshops, creating a poster workshops, and it provided the help that I needed to ensure that presenting that work was as good as it could be. It also provided ample opportunity to practice presenting my work through the summer and fall SURE symposiums, the USask Symposium, the Future Announced Initiative at the Legislature in Regina. I was also lucky enough to be able to take my work to 2 national disciplinary conferences, and the training provided by SURE really helps me make those presentations just as good as they could be, which is cool. And last but not least, SURE facilitates connections between student researchers. You're all, working in different labs, different projects, but you all have something in common. We can all learn from each other, and you never know where the connections you make during your undergraduate degree will take you. Interdisciplinary research is touted by many as the way to solve our world's problems. So making those connections now will benefit you in the future. So how do you find SURE? We are on socials, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. We have a YouTube channel, a podcast, a Discord channel. You can also find us on our website and on Pause. We also distribute a weekly newsletter. Once you sign up, you don't have to re-sign up, and you can unsubscribe at any time. All of those links are available in our link tree, and the QR code here will take you. It's also on the door. If you want to scan it on the way out. For those online, you hopefully should be able to scan that. But if you need the link, let us know. So what sorts of training and events does SURE offer? So the Undergraduate Research Initiative is part of the Research Acceleration and Strategic Initiatives Office, which is then part of the Office of the Vice President Research. We call those RASI and OVPR for short because that is a mouthful to say all the time. In the past, we partner with the Library of Career Services, called Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, and many others to bring you training opportunities with people who are experts in their area. We offer live events and sessions each term, and we also have a growing library of recorded past events. There are many self-guided training opportunities through things like USask's research-related self-guided safety training catalog, for example. All live and previously recorded materials and self-guide materials all count. Again, if there's something that you are looking at that isn't on our website and you're wondering if it qualifies, just email us and we'll be able to let you know. And again, if there's something that you want to look at and you aren't finding, email us and we'll see what we can do. So where can you find out about those SURE sponsored or SURE accepted events? So all SURE-led events will be communicated in the weekly newsletter. We may also send more than one email a week if there's something special comes up that we think you should know about ahead of the next weekly newsletter. I'll also post information on all of our socials, on the Pause announcements. There's a Pause channel, and then also on our website. And this QR code will take you to our website. It's also on the door. And all USask library workshops related to writing, research, and citations also count towards a SURE credit. You can take both the undergraduate and graduate level workshops. And the library also records their workshops. So if you can't make the live session, you can watch the recorded session and that still counts. We also have a large and growing library of past events on our YouTube page. All of these count as well. If you can't make it to the live session, or if there's something on here that was maybe a little more special that was offered in a previous term that isn't being offered this year, it'll be recorded and you can still use it for your SURE credit. And here is also a list of the events we have confirmed for the summer so far. I'll be updating the list on our website and then sending out announcements on the newsletter and the socials as well. As we get closer to the date, but we've got some excited things coming up. I do want to pay particular attention to the Clifton Strengths session that's in 2 weeks from now. Anyone that goes to that will actually get their Clifton Strengths assessment for free, which is really cool. It's a $25 assessment. So it helps you kind of learn, where your special skills lie and how to use those, in your employment endeavors. And we did send the link for that in their newsletter. It's also on our socials, but if you need it, let us know. And then I will be handing the rest over to Ren so she can tell you about how to actually get your CCR.
Oh, it's me again. All right. So one of the most common questions we get is, how do you qualify for your CCR? To qualify for the co-curricular credit, you need to complete 10 hours of training, webinars, or events that are supported and developed through SURE. So you have to take at least 2 hours of training in communications, 2 hours in research management, and 2 hours in professional development in entrepreneurship. The remaining 4 hours are chosen by you based on your needs and interests. So for example, on the next slide, if you completed 2 hours in each of these categories, and let's say you're really passionate about research skills and management, you could allocate the rest of your 4 hours to that category. If you're interested in all of them, you can do another hour in each category. Literally, however you want to divide it up is applicable, and it all works towards your co-curricular record. You keep your own records of which webinars, trainings, or events you attend. And at the end of the term, we send out a survey. You'll submit those hours. And if you qualify, SURE is added to your co-curricular record. So there is a bit of an honor system involved here. If 10 hours are not completed in a term, you don't need to worry. You still have those hours and you can complete it in a different term. So let's say you have one term, you do 6 hours, you didn't get your other 4. That's fine. Those 6 hours will never expire, and you can take as much time as you need to complete the rest during your undergraduate research. In addition to facilitating the co-curricular record program, we host an undergraduate research, scholarly, and artistic works symposium at the end of the summer. It's a really exciting event, not only because it's a way for you to broadcast your research, but it's a good way to see what everyone else did on their research. It's also really good for peer networking, so I really highly recommend it. This year, the event's going to be held on the 31st of August, and we're going to be moving to an on-person event this year. So we'll be letting you know what that looks like closer to the event. We might have 2 sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, depending on how many people are presenting. But again, those details will be finalized closer to August. So in the past, for the in-person portion, many students created posters, some brought laptops with slides, some did little videos, and others brought physical examples of what they were working on. Out of curiosity, has anyone here in person ever attended one of these poster symposiums or been a part of one? Not this one specifically, but part of another research? Okay, excellent. That's really exciting to see. So we used to always do this in person, but during the pandemic, we switched to an online format where you had to submit videos of giving a presentation. Then we did a hybrid format where you were in person, but there was also the videos of the presentation. And as Leah was saying, you'd be watching someone watch the video of your presentation, so a bit uncomfortable. So this year we will be moving to entirely in person. So to sum this all up, participating in SURE is going to help you build connections with other researchers, both undergraduate students and faculty. And it's going to help you develop your research skills and give you the opportunity to share your work. Again, sharing your work is especially valuable because that's where you get feedback. When you interact with other student researchers, you can see the methodologies they undertook. It's a really good growing experience because one thing you'll find as you continue your academic and research years is that there's always room to grow in certain areas. That's why, for instance, with our co-curricular record, we ask you guys to take at least 2 hours training in each category, because sometimes you don't know what a weakness is until you work on it, and sometimes you don't know where your strengths lie until you discover it. All right, so we've had a couple positive comments from faculty and students over the years. I'll give you guys a second to read over the comments. Oh my God, I hit the table with my thigh. So this, given in my opinion, SURE does exactly what these types of programs should do. It gives supervisors the task of training researchers in specific areas of discipline, but also centralizes part of that training that could be centralized, as Leo was saying earlier. All right. Any questions? One second. Is it okay if I pass you guys the microphone so people online can hear the questions? Excellent. Who wants to go first? I'm closer to here, so I'll go first here.
So I just wonder, so for the 10 hours you mentioned, so we can just do it on YouTube, like just watch the video.
So you can do 100% recorded. If that doesn't work for you. I know that's what I did, but it was also during the pandemic, so that was kind of what was the option. But yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, or if there's like self-guided things, that's also totally fine.
So like at the end, you will send us the survey and then we just fill out which video we watch or
Yeah, so you keep track of what you've taken part in, what videos you've watched, what you've attended. There is a tracker that's on our website. Or you can just make your own, just it's for you. We don't need to see it, but at the end of the term in that survey, you'll be asked to check off, which ones you went to. And then there's also a, blank field. So if there's something that's not on there that you did, you can put that in there. Any other questions?
Yeah, my question was just about the symposium. I think you'll have a lot more details closer to the date, but I was gonna just ask about registration, when you think that will be and when people need to get like their project details in.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that one. Sorry. Can you say that again?
So I was just asking about like the symposium for how soon we have to register.
Gotcha. So closer to will be like circulating the registration. So we usually send out like a survey or a survey monkey or like a Google survey thing, just so that you put in like your title and your abstract and all the information about it. But we will be sending that out probably I'd say a good month out, I can imagine. You'll have time. And because it'll be in person, you'll have a little bit more time because you won't have to do that like recorded presentation ahead of time. And so it'll be about a month out if I had to gander a good guess. Cool. Anything else? Pressure is on.
I'll just look to Zoom. Is any of our Zoom attendants, does anyone have any questions? If so, please feel free to pop it into the meeting chat. All right, it doesn't look like there are any questions over Zoom, so we will be wrapping up the presentation and the recording. If there's any questions, please contact undergraduateresearch.usask at usask.ca. You can address it either to Leah or myself, Ren, and we'd be happy to help out. Otherwise, please enjoy your summer. We're really looking forward to the research that you guys are all going to do. We really hope everyone's part of the symposium at the end of the year. Again, it really is an invaluable experience to do some peer networking, communicate with faculty, and work on your research. Oh, we do have a question. Will you release the list of all the courses we need to take and attend? Yes, so Leah will be working on scheduling things throughout the summer.
So you don't, so there's a list of like accepted things and SURE sponsored things, but you don't need to attend all of them. If you somehow have the time to do that, that's cool. But they'll be on our website. They'll be on socials, they'll be in the newsletters. But if you see something that you think should qualify, email us and we'll be able to help you out. But if you check out our website, you'll be able to, find the links to our YouTube library and the list of upcoming events.
So last call for any more questions before we wrap up again today. Again, this is a lot of information thrown at you. We're really excited that you guys could all participate today. And if there's anything that you think of later down the line, another question. Does the research we do need to be supervised by a faculty member or can be personal/individual work?
So that gets a little tricky. Like you don't have to do any actual research to be a part of SURE. Like you don't have to be currently conducting research. You could be something you want to do in the future. You can be doing like a course-based thing. All like research on campus does have to be supervised by like a faculty member. Like if you were undertaking a research project, it does need to be part of like a course or like supervised by faculty. So if that's something that you're looking to do, I would recommend reaching out to a potential supervisor about that, just so they can work with you to ensure that you're doing all you're supposed to. Like in the university world, you're actually not permitted to do research on your own entirely until you like have a faculty position. Like even MA students and PhD students aren't doing research entirely on their own. They have a supervisor. So
Great question. Thank you very much. All right, we'll give it a couple more minutes, see if any more questions roll in. We're loving it.
We'll give people typing time.
Give people typing time, of course. All right, every time I say this, another question pops in, but I think we can safely say that we are wrapping up. Again, if there's any questions, please contact the email undergraduate.research@usask.ca. Leah, myself, or even Christine, our wonderful new summer student assistant, will be able to help you out. Thank you for attending. Have a lovely day and maybe a nice weekend ahead.